Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to my lecturer, Dr. Iskandar Hassan Tan bin Abdullah, and my fellow friends. As you all know, today me and my friends will present the concept of ethics in Ministry of Defence. For the given topic, we will talk about the introduction of ethics, presentation objectives, main content, and a conclusion. Now, let's start with our first agenda, which is introduction of ethics. I believe everyone knows the definition of ethics, but do they know deeper about ethics in certain public administrative? The ethics in public services is an application of moral standards in governance and service delivery, ensuring transparency, efficiency, accountability, and respect for citizen rights. It is very crucial in public administration to achieve public interest based on proper motives and obligations. Political environment influences how public services are understood and practiced. Let's take a look at ethics in Malaysia. Malaysian government emphasizes ethics and moral values across all public services. It is influenced by British military administrative practices. The ethical principle guided by Code of Ethics for the Public Services of Malaysia. At the end of the slides, we will fulfill the objective of the slides. The objectives are: first, to identify the key ethical concept practiced in the Ministry of Defence, or we call it as Mindef. Secondly, to explain how Mindef upholds professionalism in delivering public services. Thirdly, to analyze the role of integrity, honesty, and transparency in strengthening Mindef's governance. The other one, to ensure officers and staff demonstrate high discipline in carrying out their duties by obeying orders, respect, and upholding the image of the armed force. Lastly, to demonstrate how ethics are applied in Mindef's administrative practices. Let us now focus on the main points of this presentation, which are the concept of ethics in Ministry of Defence, Mindef. We are going to highlight 4 branches of ethics, which are professionalism, integrity and honesty, transparency, and discipline.
Now, let's move on to the core values, starting with professionalism. Professionalism simply means a commitment to duties with discipline, competence, and ethics. It requires more than just skill. It demands the right attitude and a strong sense of responsibility in serving the nation, making it the essential baseline standard for all of us. Next, to maintain that high professional standard, we must embrace continuous learning and self-improvement, which means actively acquiring new knowledge, enhancing our leadership qualities, and constantly adapting to our changing environment so we remain effective. This continuous growth also helps us maintain ethical behavior even when off duty, because our action always reflects the image of the organization. Finally, the impact of professionalism is clear and powerful. Internally, it strengthens discipline, integrity, and excellence within our teams, while externally, it enhances operational effectiveness, teamwork, and most importantly, builds Christian public trust. In short, professionalism is the engine that drives both our individual and collective success.
So for the second concept of ethics, which is integrity and honesty. Integrity means doing the right things even when no one is watching. In Mindef, this is very important because officers handle sensitive information and big decisions. So they must always act based on strong moral values, not personal interest. Next is honesty. Honesty means being truthful in whatever we do, whether it's action, decision, or reporting. When officers are honest, it makes the whole defense system more transparent and trustworthy. Next, how Mindef practice integrity. Mindef has several ways to ensure all officers practice integrity. First, officer must report any external influence that may affect their decision. Second, only authorized people can join procurement meeting. This is to avoid unnecessary interference. And finally, if there's any conflict of interest, for example, if a decision involves family members, the officer must declare it. Let's move to example of integrity rules. Mindef also has clear rules to guide behavior. Officers are not allowed to make decisions involving family or close friends. They also cannot misuse their position for personal gain, and they are strictly forbidden from accepting gift or sponsorship from contractors. This rule help keep the system clean and fair. The overall purpose of this practice is to prevent corruption and maintain fairness in the ministry. By upholding integrity and honesty, Mindef can protect the public interest and maintain trust in our national defense.
Transparency means that the defense government conduct all its affairs openly, honestly, and can be reviewed by the relevant party. Its aim to increase transparency, including access to information, remain limited. The other aims to ensure procurement of military assets is based on actual military needs and to avoid political or influence in defense spending. Lastly, it also aims to increase public trust in Mindef. Examples of practices are open tender for defense asset procurement and independent monitoring, example MACC or special committee, while for public audit and financial report present to Parliament. As a conclusion, it is crucial to ensure decision and spending are corruption-free to strengthen national security and protect public interests.
Now here we are on discipline points. Discipline can be defined as following rules and obeying lawful orders without hesitation and showing respect towards the authority. By being and applying discipline, it can maintain order, unity, and mission success and prevents confusion, disobedience, and instability. There are lots of core values in discipline, but here we only present 4 types of core values in disciplines. First of all, the most important things we need to focus on discipline is courage and self-control. It is important that we need to know how to manage fear, anger, pressure, and staying calm in any situations. We also need to admit our own mistakes that we have started and learn from it. Next is following orders. Orders are given not just because of power that someone have and use it for granted, but orders are given for safety, mission success, and create strong coordination and efficiency. To achieve goals or to be success, we must follow the rules quickly, correctly, and try to avoid any delay or mistakes that can endanger lives. Other than that, loyalty and teamwork also could be the main core values in discipline. To show your loyalty and great teamwork, you must be faithful to your country, units, and fellow friends, protecting them when they are in need, protecting them if they are innocent, and do not betraying them, especially their trust on you. Work well with others and think of them before yourself. That is how military does their jobs. Last but not least, the function of disciplines beyond the military in our life is discipline could help individuals stay organized and responsible even in their house. It could also encourage strong work habits and reliability, such as wake up early in the morning and have a cup of water and not straight away wake up and scrolling mobile phones. And not to forget, discipline is very useful in any career or everyday situation, such as they will be more punctual and will never be late on any important events or work.
Next, I will demonstrate how the Ministry of Defense applies ethics in administration. First, Ministry actively promotes transparency and accountability by involving external organizations in monitoring and enhancing ethical standards. Secondly, the Ministry of Defense promotes ethics by signing memorandum of understanding with relevant agencies. This is key to strengthen integrity and governance. Third, ensure all action must be documented and reported transparency. In cases of misconduct, appropriate disciplinary action is implemented to maintain fairness and order within the organization. Lastly, personnel must comply with laws, uphold the organization's name, and avoid harmful conduct.
We have now reached to the end of the topic. Thus, the conclusion for the topic is we can clearly see that ethics is very important in any administration. It can ensure public administrators act responsibly and protects public interest. At the same time, improves service quality. Work ethics and communication involves a strong commitment, positive habit, good attitude, building trust and integrity. Emphasizes efficiency, respects adaptability, and security. It is essential for supporting missions and safeguarding operations. That is all from us. Thank you.